Welcome back to Boy Band Break, where we encourage you to take a break for your day and join us in some boy band conversation. As always, I'm Chinzia.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Lydia, aka Mama Lou.
As you know, Diane is not here today, so she is off this week, but she will be back next week. Also, just starting off the bat, sometimes we have a guest on our show who calls himself Big Papa, my friend Josh. I'm just passing on my condolences to him. His great uncle just passed away this week at the age of 101. So it's been kind of a busy week, and so my condolences to Josh and his family and everything else there.
And on behalf of all of Boy Band Break, our condolences collectively to Big Papa.
Yes, and rest in peace, Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe. Great man. Okay, so moving on to this week. We actually had a few, I know we used to do this all the time when we first started. We used to do the celebrity birthdays. We have not done that in a while, but I figured, you know what? This weekend that we are recording this week, there's been three birthdays of the big bands. So we're just going to give a quick shout out to that. So obviously our fave, our boy, our Nick Carter, he has turned 42.
Woo!
So yeah.
Yay.
I was looking at my Facebook memories and I had a collage of his 40th birthday. So I just kind of took that one and sent it to him and said, sorry, there's no new pictures because, I haven't seen you in 2 years because, COVID. So he liked my response. So there you go.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure everyone's response to.
No, but congratulations.
I find that here's a tip, people. Here's the key to get Nick to like something that you tweet. Put a picture. Did you also
yes. I put a collage as well, but I thought
you know what?
I did it in the morning because I usually know that he wakes up early. So that's why I was like, I'll just do it early. I work early, so I'll just write it early. He did not look, he was not on at all in the morning. He was on at nighttime.
Yeah, maybe Lauren let him sleep in for his birthday.
Maybe. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for you, Chinzia. Wonderful.
You know what's funny though is anytime I see like so and so likes this, I'm like, let me just click to make sure it's actually him and not just like Nick Carter 72. Like, oh, please send me, PayPal or what the heck, Apple
gift cards. Yeah.
Wait, who asked for Apple gift cards?
Oh my God, there's so many fake ones all the time that they'll just message you and they're like, and it's in terrible broken English, and they're like, you my big fan.
I know, that's the best.
Account for fans. And then actually
are you a big supporter of mine? You obviously would know that.
Oh my God. It's like on Instagram once I got that and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna play along. And then he's like, are you a big fan? I go, you know what, I'm kind of like a medium osculating fan. And then I took a picture of the fan in my bedroom. And then it was just like, then they tried to call and I was like, oh, should I answer this? But I don't know how that how technology works, and if you can somehow screw me over if I answer a phone call on Instagram. First of all, I didn't even know Instagram could call people, so it was just
neither did I.
I know that because I have fans on my modeling Instagram, which has since been hate rated and disabled, which is fun. But yeah, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? Yeah, it's very creepy. Yes, don't pick up the phone.
Anyway, sorry for that random tangent on that. So yeah,
better to be safe than sorry, right?
That's right.
You got it.
So Nick Carter, 42, on the same day as Joey Fatone from NSYNC, turned 44, and my least favorite boy band member is actually celebrating a birthday on the 31st, and that is Justin Timberlake. Is turning the big 40. So
I can't wait to see those pictures of you and Justin when you're doing the finger. I just gave the finger. I don't know why. Sorry.
Tradition. It's tradition.
I was very excited.
There is some Justin news because I think Janet Jackson has some sort of documentary coming out.
Oh yes.
Talk about the nipple
gate. Yes.
Did it already come out? I feel like people have been tweeting about it.
Maybe, but I didn't get to see it.
Me neither.
Honest truth, I have not been really on social media at all the last couple weeks, so I've missed out on everything, so I don't know. So
that's okay.
But speaking of other boy band members doing things, we have not one, but two boy banders on the television, guys.
What? They're doing things? Yay!
reality TV shows. So first to announce, our own Howie DeRoe.
Howie!
He is going to be on a show called The Real Dirty Dancing.
This is how we do it.
I can't imagine Howie dirty dancing.
Okay, so obviously the series.
I saw a little clip of it, and it looks a little weird. But hey, let's see. Maybe it was just a clip. That clip. That's all.
You know what? Howie has those Latin moves. He's got his hips shaking. I'm pretty sure our listener Gail is going to be watching that because she loves Howie. Howie's her favorite. So obviously it is inspired by the 1987 film Dirty Dancing with Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey. So for
a really good movie.
It was an excellent movie. Great soundtrack on that.
Yes.
Movie. Lots of great songs.
Agreed.
So for this one, it's going to be following 8 celebrities. Brie Bella, who I believe is a wrestler.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm still listening. Just one.
Yes.
She's performing at the Royal Rumble. When this comes out, it'll be the last weekend. But yes.
So Corbin Bleu, who I believe was on High School Musical.
That is correct.
And then I don't recognize anybody else. So there's Tyler Cameron, Kat Cora, Howie D, Antonio Gates, Annalija Johnson-Reyes, and Lonnie Love. So they're going to actually be at the real location that the show was filmed. The movie was filmed, the Kellerman's Lodge, and they're going to learn the dance routines and the lift and all that stuff. And then
which I think is really cool. Like,
that's always fun,
right?
So,
yeah.
I just want to point out that in the past, generally when I'm in a pool with Lydia, we very much like to try to do the lift in the pool.
Yes, I have seen this.
I play Johnny, and then Lydia plays the girl, and then she comes towards me and goes to go jump. And then every single time this happens, without fail, even if I sit and my leg involuntarily comes up and I knee her in the crotch.
Every time I'm like, I get like beamed. I'm like, ah. And she's like, not this time. I won't do it this time.
I won't do it. I swear, let's try it again. And then she tries again, and I'm like, it's just a reaction my leg has, and I just try. I think
at this point, it's tradition to do that, right? It's tradition.
And then, or either that, or I'll just start laughing, and then I'll drop her before it even gets to that part. So hopefully they fare better at this. I'm not actually sure. There's not a lot of information yet about it, so I don't know if they're with the same partner each week, or if they're going to switch them up, or if people are going to get eliminated. We don't really know how this is going. It's but tune in on February 1st, and
it should be very interesting if it's like different partners.
Yeah, it would be cool. So yeah, I don't know if that. Yeah, so it's and it's going to be on Fox. So then you can get and that is going for 4 weeks. So it's a weekly show starting February 1st. So then a couple days ago, we also found out that Celebrity Big Brother is coming out.
Woo!
And guys,
Woo!
Do you know who's going to be there?
Chris Kirkpatrick!
My hubs, Chris Kirkpatrick is going to be competing. Actually, and I was actually impressed that I recognized most of the other competitors. Lamar Odom, so he's a basketball player.
He's married to a Kardashian.
He was married to a Kardashian.
He was,
yes.
But he cheated on her. Which seems to be happening a lot with the basketball players and her, which is not good.
Yeah. Well,
cry.
It is what it is.
To be rich and beautiful and single. Oh.
Yes. So obviously Chris from NSYNC will also be on there. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Cynthia Bailey. Former SNL comedian and half of the brothers from Night at the Roxbury. That would be Chris Kattan is going to be on there.
Oh, he was on SNL, right? He was on SNL. Yes.
Oh,
yes, that's where Lydia.
I remember him. Yes, I remember him.
So he's going to be on it. Olympic figure skater Mirai Nagasu, singer and dancer Todrick Hall. Yes,
I know who that is. Nails, hair, hips, heel.
Baby, I'm a big deal.
Big deal. Ah! Oh, okay. That's
So
like
as soon as
RuPaul's
I
Drag
saw that,
Race
I was
guy.
just like, yes, he was.
Yeah.
Former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Teddy Mellencamp, model and reality star Shanna Moakler, which I know recently as Travis Barker's ex-wife, and he's dating a different Kardashian. So I was like, there's a lot of Kardashian connections going on.
Is that it's Chloe, right?
I think he's dating Kim.
Oh, well, okay. Or what's the other one? What's the other one's name?
There's Kim, there's Chloe, there's Courtney. Courtney.
Oh, Courtney. I think it's Courtney. Yeah.
With Courtney, the one who used to be with Scott. I've literally never watched a single episode of any Kardashian show, but I get it all from BuzzFeed because I just read all the articles for some reason. So yes, you're right.
I watch Kardashians on TikTok. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
I think I watched maybe like one episode or two. I don't know. It's been a long time.
Yes. Also, Different Strokes star Todd Bridges. I never watched Different Strokes, but I knew who he was through the years. Former UFC champion Misha
Tate. Yes.
Sophia knows that.
Oh
I know. She's a fighter. She came back after 5 years off, had her babies, and then returned to the UFC.
Nice.
Yes.
I didn't realize you were into UFC as well. I thought you were just into wrestling.
Yeah, I just started like a few years. I'm a more casual fan.
Okay.
Cool.
Sophia just likes people beating the shit out of each other. It's pretty much it. So.
Why not, right? You don't have to beat the shit out of anyone. You just watch people do it.
That's good. Yeah, very
Exactly.
therapeutic.
Right?
And finally, Queer Eye, Carson Kressley. So he was from the original.
Woo! I remember him.
He's on Drag Race as well.
See,
Okay,
so
maybe we need to watch this so that we can talk about it on our podcast.
Oh, we will definitely be watching this. So this one is starting, I believe, February 2nd. Let's see if they have any info here. They're going to make alliances, blah, blah. The house is outfitted with over 90 HD cameras, over 100 microphones, recording the celebs' every move 24 hours a day. They will have no contact with the outside world. Fans can watch the celebrities live out their time in the competition via the live feeds, which are available on Paramount+.
Ugh.
I'm assuming there's a way to watch it in Canada. I don't know.
Maybe on Crave TV for us?
Probably. I don't know. I like Diane would be really good for this because she actually watches all of these shows and she knows the ins and outs of everything. But
yeah, agreed.
So following the premiere, the show will air multiple nights a week throughout February, with the finale being Wednesday, February 23rd.
Ooh, close to our birthdays.
So it's on CBS starting Wednesday, February 2nd. So there you go. So yeah, lots to go. Oh,
something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little thing. You can, if you look at this Us Weekly article, there's a little blurb where they interview everybody. So they have Chris in here. And it's going to be too long to read because it's actually quite long. So anyways, go check it out. Yes, so there you go. So we got some boy banders on TV. Very excellent.
And that means we got some content for the podcast.
Definitely do. So now, if I'm understanding this correctly, Big Brother, they do vote people out. So
yes.
He might not make it to the end. But I feel that Chris is charming and entertaining. So he should coast through a bit.
He could make an alliance in the house and could be like head of household. So we'll see. You never know, right?
We shall see. Lydia's shaking her head at the charming thing.
I think you're confusing him with like Nick Lachey, like different guy.
Listen, Chris is funny. People like Chris.
People
feel
like funny.
Funny will help him.
Yeah, I will say that.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
But again, I know nothing about any of these shows.
The only thing I saw, I watched one time a Big Brother and they had to eat dog food and then the guy was like king of the hill or something and he had to kick some guy out. It was all very confusing.
Think it's called King of the Hill. I think it's
and I was like,
head of household, buddy.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I'm just like, this is insane. I'm not watching this. And then I actually applied to be on Big Brother without watching it, Big Brother Canada. And then I'm just like, do. And like kind of luckily they didn't call me because I was reading up statistics on it. And 98% of winners of Big Brother are men because men don't get into the social game because they are impervious to it or something.
And they're not catty, right? They're not catty.
Yeah.
And they're very like strategic.
Yeah, so I'm like, whereas like women kind of get into their own heads a little bit and it kind of like they kind of what's it called? Again, they're
Self-sabotage?
Self-destruct?
Yes. Self-sabotage.
Self-destruct, yes. They just explode. They're just, I am a robot.
Women don't wait till they explode all the time.
Why not? That's a good word to use.
Like that's a really high statistically. I feel like it's less, but again,
And then I was like, good thing I wasn't picked. But then I don't know if they still record Big Brother Canada. I don't know. If you guys know of any Canadian casting calls, please let me know in the comments below.
I feel like it left and then it came back.
Maybe, yeah.
I feel like fans voted it back, possibly. I don't know.
But anyways, so that'll be.
So
I think we were in the audience, Dee and I, because Chintia gave us some tickets for Big Brother Canada taping.
Possibly, yes.
Possibly
is a word.
Possibly.
Probably and possibly.
Yes.
There you go.
Because they filmed it in Toronto, right?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah. So, according to the statistic in 2019, overall, women have won more seasons than people think. They won 10 out of 23 seasons.
Okay.
But so 23 is higher than 10.
Yes, but it's only like 20 would be 50%. So they're just like maybe 40 something percent. So.
Yeah, but so like I said, the majority of men win, which sucks.
Okay. Yes.
That's
but yeah,
true.
Okay, not 90.
10 women have won, 13 men have won, 4 people of color have won, 2 LGBT people have won, 12 white men have won, 7 white women, 3 winners won their second time playing, 7 winners played more than once. And 1 winner has played 3 times. So yeah. I don't know.
Thank you for those statistics.
Thank you, Reddit, for those statistics. Anywho.
Anyways, it will be fun. It will be fun to witness and see how Chris does and see how Howie does. So good luck to both.
Good luck to both. Let's win it. Let's win it for the boy bands. You got this.
Yeah, woo!
Woot, woot. All right. So for today's episode, we were discussing this a couple episodes ago. We were trying to come up with ideas and things. And I feel like it was when we were watching the boy band holiday special.
Yes.
Is that where we came up with this?
Yes.
We realized that we never actually did anything about New Edition or Boyz II Men, like the older boy bands before we started listening to boy bands. So we thought that for today's episode, let's do like a bit of a dive into Boyz II Men.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we used to do this at the very beginning of our podcast. If you go back to episodes like 2, 3, 4, like we had In Sync, we had Backstreet Boys, we had O-Town, we had all that stuff. So like we haven't done one of these in a while, so I figured why not? So
it's a bit of a nostalgic for us now.
It's a bit of a nostalgic, and we'll learn some more things about them because this boy band, this podcast, we want to include all boy bands. So
yes,
exactly.
I know we talk about our top 10 ones or top 5 that we talk about a lot. So anybody who's new, we have Backstreet Boys, In Sync, New Kids on the Block, O-Town, Jonas Brothers, all of those ones. But yes, so today we are talking Boyz II Men. So I'm going to use my handy dandy friend Wikipedia to I find that they're generally pretty good. If we have messed up and if anybody had put weird information that's incorrect, feel free to write us in the comments or let us know. If you're a huge Boyz II Men fan and you have anything that we missed, by all means, let us know. We can talk about it in a future episode. But I'm just going to kind of go through this.
I do want to say one thing.
Yes.
The Backstreet Boys were influenced by Boyz II Men. They would sing some of their songs a cappella, which was very good to the ear. So nice.
For sure. And if I'm not mistaken, Soph, did you not say that Boyz II Men is like the first, was it the first concert you had been to or the first album you bought or something?
No, that was All for One, but you know.
That was like 150 some odd episodes ago. So I apologize.
It's okay. No worries.
So
I'm here to help.
The information that I got from about Boyz II Men came from the history of Boyz II Men on Watch Mojo. So I have some notes here too, so that we can collaborate.
And sorry, it's just some things are popping in my head as you guys are talking. The Boyz II Men was also on an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on one episode, and I was like, I remember Boyz II Men being on there. I think it was on like the christening one.
They were like performing, or they were just walking?
Yeah, they were performing. Will Smith had to get them. as a christening gift, but he didn't really have them. So then he had to like go and like see them at like the record store or something. And he tried to convince him to come. And then he wasn't sure by the end if they were gonna come, but then they actually did. So then,
yes.
Yeah. So they were like, okay, we're gonna come and like support you because this is a nice gift that you're doing.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I love when they do that. Remember when New Kids on the Block were on Fuller House?
Yes.
So
I love that. Yeah.
It's nice when they have like a whole. Not on the original Full House, on Fuller House, because like they're like in real life super fans of New Kids on the Block. Like and Kimmy Gibbler has gone on New Kids cruises and stuff, and it's been like, but they there was an episode and
like PJ, Andrea and Candace Cameron Bure, those two are like the huge ones.
Huge, and yes, that's good. So that's
wait, what did they do on the episode?
I can't recall the exact thing. I think they either went. I think she had a dental thing. She had passed out. They brought her to the house. Them to the house or something.
They went to the concert and then they
afterwards.
Yeah. I think so. And then they were on stage and then they sang because Donnie wasn't in it. Just the other ones were.
Yes, I think Donnie FaceTime because he's obviously New York recording. Bloods, right? So he couldn't be there for it. But I can't remember the exact premise, but it was essentially like I think it was like her 40th birthday and they were trying to get New Kids to come, and then Kimmy did some wacky shit and got them to the house. But then she had like a broken tooth and had gone for like dental surgery and was all like on the laughing gas stuff and didn't realize they were actually there, and then it was a thing. So then
I think it was something like that, and then they're like, oh, let's go to the concert,
and then they were like front row of the concert.
Anyway.
Okay.
It was a good episode. It was fun. Okay. Continue, yes.
Okay, so Boyz II Men. So if you were living under a rock, the way they spell their name is BOYZII Men. So
but I have seen the spelling with like two boys. Yeah, I've seen it like BOYZ and then 2 men. So that's probably like the wrong spelling, but I have seen that.
That is, it's like Roman numeral 2.
Yes.
You know, so it's pronounced Boyz II Men, also known as B2M. They are an American vocal harmony group from Philly, Pennsylvania, best known for emotional ballads and a cappella harmonies. They are currently a trio composed of baritone Nathan Morris, alongside tenors Wanye Morris and Sean Stockholm. During the 90s, hold on.
There used to be 4 members, right? Yeah, there used to be 4.
I'm getting there, but I'm more like, why are they both last name Morris?
They're brothers.
Maybe they're cousins?
Wait,
well, you know what, guys? We will find out. Okay.
Brother sounds better, but yeah.
Boyz II Men found fame on Motown Records as a quartet, including bass Michael McCary, who left the group in 2003 due to back spasms that were eventually diagnosed as multiple sclerosis, so MS. During the 90s, Boyz II Men gained international success. This began with the release of top 5 singles, Motown Philly, Motown Philly,
back again.
When we watched the
I don't know. That's all I remember.
When we went to go see that boy band play,
New Kids on the Block?
No, the one with Brian Jansen. That was one of the songs that they performed in it.
Oh, what was it?
God,
I don't remember.
It was several years
ago.
Who
am I? No.
Who Am I was Howie's musical.
That's right, yeah.
I don't
remember.
Anyway, so Motown Philly, and It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday came out in 1991, followed by the #1 single.
Wait. It's You Want It What Way, a boy band tale.
Yes. Thank you, Lydia.
Sorry. Okay.
Sometimes we don't remember.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Some of this information that I have is different. A little bit.
So this is just the synopsis-y part, and then it goes the sections by year. So this is kind of like an overview. So
continue with the overview then. Sorry.
Okay. End of the Road set a new record for came out in 1992, which reached the top of the charts worldwide. End of the Road set a new record for longevity, staying at #1 on the Billboard Top 100 chart for 13 weeks. Boyz II Men proceeded to break this record with a subsequent release of I'll Make Love to You.
I'll make love to you.
Like you want me to. There's like a delay, I guess.
There's a delay. We are butchering these songs. Okay.
We need to like 1, 2, 3.
Maybe one person sings if they want. Okay.
Oh my god. No, we need to like 1, 2, 3. So we can be on the same page.
That's okay. Well, okay, maybe. One Sweet Day with Mariah Carey. I don't know if I remember that.
I feel like this is a movie, no?
It is a movie. I do recall that being a movie, yeah.
But is this song in that movie? I don't remember.
This song was the turning point in a downward spiral for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See if we get to that there. Okay. So I'll Make Love to You was 14 weeks on the charts, and One Sweet Day was 16 weeks on the charts. Each set new records for total number of weeks at number 1. I'll Make Love to You also topped the charts in Australia for 4 weeks and garnered international success. Consequently, Boyz II Men is among the music industry's elite with regard to time spent at number 1 in Billboard history, with 50 cumulative weeks, ranking 6th behind Drake, The Beatles, Rihanna, Elvis Presley, and Mariah Carey. Furthermore, when On Bended Knee took the number 1 spot away from I'll Make Love to You, Boyz II Men became only the 3rd artist ever, after the Beatles and Elvis Presley, to replace themselves at the top of the Billboard 100. These achievements were enough to earn Boyz II Men recognition as Billboard magazine's biggest boy band during the period of 87 to 2012. Boyz II Men has received 4 Grammy Awards. Boyz II Men continue to perform worldwide as a trio. Their most recent studio album, Under the Streetlight, was released in 2017. In June 2017, a section of Broad Street, from Christian to Carpenter Streets in Philadelphia, was renamed Boyz II Men Boulevard. The section of the street is near the High School for the Creative and Performing Arts, where the members once attended. So that's your synopsis. So now we're going to go back in history, guys. We're going to go all the way back to the year you guys were born.
1985.
1985. So this is why I feel like, because when I was reading about like when they were like more famous, it was before I started listening to music. So I can kind of see how that's, and it, obviously they started when you guys were born. So obviously you were babies and would not have heard this. So.
Aww.
All right. So 1985 to 1990, the beginnings. The group, originally known as Unique Attraction, was started by friends Nathan Morris and Mark Nelson at the Philadelphia High School for the Creative and Performing Arts, Kappa, along with fellow schoolmates George Baldy, John Schultz, and Marguerite Walker in 1985. In 1987, Wanye Morris, who sang in the school's choir along with members of Unique Attraction, joined the group and became a permanent member when he was only a freshman. In 1988, Baldy, Schultz, and Walker all left the group due to graduation. They then recruited Sean Stockman after seeing him perform a solo in the school's choir. One day, Nate, Mark, Wanye, and Sean were practicing harmonies in the school bathroom, and in walked Michael McCary, who started singing along with the group and eventually became the group's new bass singer. Now, with a permanent lineup of members, the group rehearsed in the high school bathrooms, but due to the excellent acoustics, and on the corners of their school and local hangouts. They found inspiration in New Edition's harmonies and routines, which they did say in the Christmas special. And they eventually renamed the group Boyz II Men after one of New Edition's songs, Boyz II Men, spelled T.
Which we found out when we were watching a very boy band holiday.
Yes. So that's
sorry, that's again. I don't know why.
But it's cute. Really cool though that like the boy bands kind of inspire each other. So New Edition was like the first one, and then they kind of inspired Boyz II Men, and Boyz II Men inspired Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, and then those like it's interesting how it's just kind of like, you know, flow, right?
Absolutely.
For sure. So that's pretty cool. So the New Edition song was from the 1988 album Heartbreak. After performing at a Valentine's Day party at the school in 1989, they got their big break when they snuck into a concert put on by local radio station Power 99 at the Philadelphia Civic Center. Their plan was to find Will Smith backstage and perform for him. But while looking for Smith, they happened to cross paths with New Edition member Michael Bivins, who, along with fellow group mates Ricky Bell and Ronnie DeVoe, just announced they were forming a New Edition spinoff called Belle Biv DeVoe. After they sang New Edition's You Can't Stand the Rain for him, Bivins and everyone in attendance, including other celebrities, were impressed. He then gave the group his phone number and told them to give him a call. Nate eventually called him, and he agreed to manage and help produce the group.
Aww.
That's a pretty cool story. Like,
yeah.
I was gonna say, like, that's like a Disney, you know.
It's like fate, right? Fate brought them together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they put themselves together at school from their choir. They did this thing, and they're like, holy shit, Will Smith and New Edition are going to be at this party. Let's sneak in. Let's try. Like, it sounds like a fanfic. It doesn't sound like
it sounds like a teen movie, doesn't it?
And it's just like, holy shit, it worked out for them. So that's
just like some magic happens, almost like, you know.
Yeah. That is so like that is such a cool story.
I like that story.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. Was that in the Mojo thing, obviously, too?
Yeah, they had so they said they're formed in Philadelphia, 1988. Then this describes like what their voices are. So Nathan Morris is a baritone. Then Wanye Morris is a tenor, Sean Stockman was a tenor, and then Michael McCary was a bass. They had a mutual love for singing while attending high school. They're discovered by Michael Bevins after they... So Michael Bevins is a founding member of New Edition, and the New Edition are the guys who are like, cool it there. Those guys.
Yep.
After they snuck backstage at the Belle Biv DeVoe concert.
Yes.
And so Belle Biv DeVoe was the American music group that had members of New Edition, Ricky Bell, Michael Bivins, and Ronnie DeVoe. Yes. And they're the ones who are known for She's Poison.
Yes.
So that's how you know them. Okay.
Yes.
And then Michael Bivins got them the record deal, but left the band before they debuted. That's where I am in the timeline. Okay.
Okay, so it says the delay before recording their own material and reported personality conflicts led founding member Mark Nelson to leave the group, making Boyz II Men into the quartet that found international fame. So Michael McCary, Nathan Morris, Wanye Morris, and Sean Stockman. Okay, so that is the beginning. So now we're going forward to 1991, 1992. I would have been 10 years old. And
we would have been 7.
Yay!
So Cooley High Harmony, which is all one word, and End of the Road. So Boyz II Men's first album, Cooley High Harmony.
End of the road. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I think I'm pronouncing this right. Cooley High Harmony. It's all one word. Was released on Motown Records in 1991 and was produced by Michael Bivins. The drum-heavy new jack swing sound and multi-layered sample backdrops were similar to that of Belle Biv DeVoe's own work, but featured classic soul-style vocals in the place of Belle Biv DeVoe's rapping and brassier singing. This style was dubbed hip-hop doo-wop by the group and Bivins, who presented Boyz II Men and adolescent R&B group Another Bad Creation to the public as BBD prodigies. And from the beginning, Boyz II Men featured all 4 members as leads, avoiding the usual R&B group arrangement of 1 or 2 lead singers and a team of background singers. The multiple lead arrangement became a Boyz II Men trademark, and it became typical to hear Wanye Morris's vibrato heavy tenor, Sean Stockman's tenor voice, Nathan Morrison's baritone, and Michael McCary's bass, often used in spoken word sections of many Boyz II Men hits, trading bars in each song. The album's liner notes identified unique nicknames for each of the group. These nicknames were devised in collaboration with Bivins in an attempt at marketing. Wanye was Squirt. Sean, I don't know, man.
I don't know why I'm starting to laugh. I went really dirty. I'm sorry.
Liquid Dreams, or is that just because he's short? I don't know why.
Oh my God.
There's no additional reason why he was called that, but whatever, Squirt. Sean was Slim, which understandable because he's very skinny.
Yeah.
Michael was simply Bass, and Nathan assumed the nickname Alex Vanderpool.
Why?
After a soap opera character who brandished a nerdy style.
What soap opera?
It does not say. I don't know, but there you go. Boyz II Men's first single, the Dallas Austin produced Motown Philly, featured a rap cameo by Michael Bivins that gives the story of how he met Boyz II Men. The single's release was accompanied with a music video that presented the group in hip-hop style. The video also included cameos from fellow Philadelphia High School for the Creative and Performing Arts alumni Black Thought and Questlove from The Roots. So he was on what late night show did he used to be on? Was that Jimmy Fallon?
Who was it again? Sorry.
Questlove.
Yeah, I think it was Jimmy Allen. Jimmy Fallon. Sorry.
Fallon, yes. Okay. Cool High Harmony's second single was an a cappella cover of the classic Motown tune G.C. Cameron's It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday. From the 1975 Cooley High. Oh, that makes sense. Now the title of the album makes sense.
Yes.
Well, served as the third single.
I've never heard that song before.
I also have never heard of it, and it's not clickable, so I don't know.
Maybe it's not that memorable.
Probably not. So Cooley High Harmony achieved major success, eventually selling over 9 million copies. And
Very good.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
And winning a Grammy Award for Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocals at the 1992 Grammy Awards. Boyz II Men were also nominated for Best New Artist, along with British singer-songwriter Seal, fellow R&B group Color Me Bad. Is that the one that Brian Abrams is from?
It sure is.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
As well as dance group C2C Music Factory. Oh, I like them too. That's a good mix of nominees there.
Yeah.
The Grammy was awarded to singer-songwriter Mark Cohn. I don't know who he is. Motown Philly and It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday were #1 R&B hits and top 5 U.S. pop hits. In 1992, Boyz II Men joined MC Hammer's high-profile Too Legit to Quit.
Too legit
to quit.
Too legit to quit. I remember that one.
Yeah, I do too. I remember that one too. Yay! See, we're not that
See, we're not that young.
Yeah.
So they joined that tour as his opening act. While traveling the country, their tour manager, Kalali Roundtree, was murdered in Chicago.
Oh, shit. Ooh, that escalated quickly.
Shit.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't know that.
Was that in the Mojo thing, Lydia?
No. I got to the point where
Shit.
Well, okay.
Okay, so
you
it says-
mentioned that the soundtrack was in
No.
Boomerang.
Nope.
Or-
That's next. That's coming
That's
up.
nice. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it was like a very this whole thing that I watched was like 6-minute long, so it doesn't really
Okay.
go into everything.
Okay. So apparently their tour manager was murdered. So that sucks.
That's crazy.
So the group's future performances of It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday were dedicated to him. As a result of this unfortunate experience, the song helped advance their success. Awkward.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So while touring during 1992, Boyz II Men returned briefly to the studio to record the single End of the Road, co-written and produced by Kenneth Babyface Edmonds for the soundtrack to Eddie Murphy's film Boomerang.
Yes. Okay.
This
correct.
song, released as a single June 30th, 1992, became Boyz II Men's biggest hit. It reached #1 position on the Billboard Hot 100 on August 15th, remaining there for a record-setting 13 weeks until November 14th, 1992. The success of End of the Road instantly transformed Boyz II Men from up-and-coming R&B stars into mainstream music celebrities.
Yeah, this was a good music. This was like and the end
Of the road.
That was good.
So it's
I
very
think wasn't this song part of the Backstreet Boys Grammys thing? The songs that they used when they did a cappella. I could have sworn this is the one of
I
them.
believe so. I
Maybe.
believe so.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
Maybe.
Sometimes you don't remember things. You know?
You're BSD Wikipedia, so I trust your judgment.
Whatever you say.
Sometimes the brain can go kaput, you know?
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
true.
know.
So it says a revamped Cooley High Harmony was reissued during 1993 with End of the Road added as a special bonus track. But End of the Road initially appeared only on the Boomerang soundtrack. Later, the track was included in a collection of singles produced by Michael Bivins called East Coast Family Volume 1. Shortly after the release of this compilation, Boyz II Men and Michael Bivins parted ways professionally. Boyz II Men continued to work with Babyface and other high-profile record producers over the next several years. So that's the end of 93. Do you have anything to add there, Lydia?
When is this Christmas album or is that 94?
Christmas album is coming up next.
Okay, sorry. Okay. It wasn't Watch Mojo didn't give a date for that, so I was like
Okay.
Okay.
So 1994 it was 2 and I'll Make Love to You. So after releasing a Christmas compilation, Christmas Interpretations, in 1993, Boyz II Men returned to the studio for their highly anticipated sophomore effort. In 1994, 2, or II, was released. 2 sold more than 12 million copies in the United States alone.
That's great.
One of the best-selling albums ever released by an R&B group act and one of the biggest albums of the decade. 2 won 2 awards at the 1995 Grammys, including Best R&B Album. Most of the tracks on 2 were written and produced by Tim and Bob. Tim Kelly and Bob Robinson, so Babyface, and the successful team, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Several of 2's tracks became major singles, among them Jam and Lewis's On Bended Knee. Would you like to break it off song there?
I honestly don't remember that one. I'm so sorry. Does anybody else remember that one?
I know the other one.
And Babyface's I'll Make Love to You.
That one I know. I'll make love to you.
Like, keep going.
Like you want me to.
And I'll hold you tight. Baby,
all
the night. So good.
Yes.
That one, I know that one. Yeah.
That one I know.
100%.
I don't know. I don't remember that one.
I'm so
sorry.
To it, but I don't remember the melody.
I know because I've heard the other song. I can't I know On Bended Knee. It's one of their major songs that they sing in shows, but I cannot think of it at this exact moment. And also Water Runs Dry.
I really don't know that one at all.
In a desert, maybe.
I don't know. So I'll Make Love to You broke End of the Road's 13-week record for number 1, spending 14 weeks at the top of the chart. A feat equaled earlier that year by Whitney Houston's cover of And I Will Always Love You. Okay.
Anyway,
oh my God. I'm sorry for hurting your ears.
Random thought. I'll Make Love to You. I usually sing to a really nice sandwich. So I sing that often.
I wasn't sure if this was going to be another honey story or not. So thank you.
No. Just like when it's a really good sandwich, I'm like, I'll make love to you, and I'm like, ah.
Yes, I do remember this story. I think you told it before. No.
Maybe you've witnessed it because I eat lots of sandwiches.
Maybe I could have. Yeah, that could be also the case.
True. Sometimes we make sandwiches at Lydia's house, so that that tracks. Okay, well,
that's true. Yeah,
I'm sure they're very happy to know that a good sandwich deserves that song, Lydia.
Exactly.
Sandwiches are very good, so why not, right?
Chinzia, when you got Paninoteca for Kenny's birthday, I actually sang to that meatball sandwich. I'm like, I'll make love to you, and Kenny's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like,
You appreciate a good sandwich. That's really good. Do. Hey,
honestly. Okay.
Whatever helps, you know.
Thank you. All right. Sorry,
question about the olives. Did they have that caramelized, the onion in there as well?
They did. You know what? Actually, but they had a pit, which was annoying. But then what I did was, because you gave me a lot of olives, I ended up making a pizza, and I had cut it. Yeah, well, I did the olives, and then I did the caramelized onions, and then also did the red pepper flakes. And I'm like, Kenny, you're not gonna like this pizza. And he's like, I'll love the pizza. And I'm like, it's too spicy for you, babe. He's like, no, I'll try it. And it was the best pizza ever. And I was like,
that is a great idea.
That sounds delicious.
It was
next time you're in town, Soph, we'll pick up some olives.
I'll make you a pizza, Soph.
Woo! I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, you can sing Make Love to You to the pizza.
Sure.
See? Look at us. We're going to sing along while we make some pizza.
There we go. Go ahead, Chizia.
I have this Ninja Turtle bag that says, say yes to pizza, say no to drugs. So
that is a very good bag.
Wise advice.
Slogan?
Yes.
Is it slogan?
All right, moving along.
Yes.
Okay, On Bended Knee replaced I'll Make Love to You as number 1, making them only the third act ever to replace itself. #1 on the Billboard 100s after Elvis Presley and the Beatles. In 1995, the group appeared as backing vocalists on History from Michael Jackson's Grammy-nominated 9th album of the same name. So they were on Michael Jackson's album. Okay,
Nice.
So we are now skipping ahead to 1997, 1998. Do you have anything to add before I do that, or we kind of covered your stuff? You know what? Like, just pop in when there's something.
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned "I'll Make Love to You" and "On Bended Knee." Okay, when does Mariah come into the picture?
Well, she kind of just did, or did she? No. Okay, I don't know.
Okay.
97, 98. Evolution and label conflicts.
Ooh, the good stuff.
Oh, okay. Maybe okay, this is after. Okay, yeah, okay. Sorry. My only thing says collab with Mariah Carey, One Sweet Day had worldwide success. Stayed on for 16 weeks on the American charts, but it came with mixed reviews. So this is kind of like from what Watch Mojo said, this was like the beginning of like their downfall.
So the beginning of the end?
I feel like we talked about Mariah Carey earlier, but I could be wrong.
No, it was in the synopsis you did.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe I don't mention it. I don't know.
Whatever.
Anyways, but now I know this part is on a different part.
Okay, so Motown issued the Remix Collection, a compilation of remixes. I like the remix, baby.
But it's a good song.
That's New Kids, yes. But anyways, good song. From various Boyz II Men song from Cool High Harmony and 2. The group itself had opposed the release of the collection. Well, I guess if you only have 2 albums out, like that's kind of quick to already have a remix, but okay. Anyways, the group opposed the release of the collection because they felt the compilation did not represent Boyz II Men's best work. After the label released the album without their permission, there was a dispute between the company and the group. Boyz II Men initiated their own recording company, Stone Creek, which released material by artists such as Uncle Sam, and they arranged for Stone Creek's distribution by Epic Records, not Motown. Boyz II Men's third album, Evolution, was released during 1997 to mixed reviews and sold 3 million copies, far below the stratospheric success of 2, which had 12 million copies, and Cool High Harmony, which was 9 million. Again, though, still 3 million copies is pretty good.
I mean, I wish I had $3 million.
That would be good. Yeah.
I wish I had $1 million. So it was about a quarter of what they had the last album sold. So it is obviously like quite a drop, but still. Only one of Evolution's singles, the jam Lewis Penn 4 Seasons of Loneliness, reached #1 on the Hot 100 chart. The second single, Babyface, A Song for Mama, the theme song of the Babyface-produced film Soul Food, was a top 10 success, but the follow-up, Can't Let Her Go, underperformed. The global tour began in 1997 to promote Evolution. Was successful in terms of ticket sales, but behind the scenes, Boyz II Men was racked by conflicts with their record label and internal conflicts among the members of the group. Making matters worse, health problems began to take their toll on the group. While on tour to support the Evolution album, Wanya Morris developed a polyp on his vocal cords. Ooh, that is like the killer in the music industry.
That's a kiss of death, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
The end.
Yes, and the group was forced to postpone part of the tour until he recovered. McCary's multiple sclerosis, MS, meant that he was unable to participate in most of the group's dance routines. Boyz II Men were nominated for 2 Grammys in 1998, Best R&B Album for Evolution and Best R&B Vocal Performance by a Group Duo or Song for A Song for Mama. Okay, so now...
I don't know those ones. Do you guys know those ones?
Song for Mama you've heard. They've performed that before.
Oh, okay, maybe I did then. Maybe it's been a while.
Yes. 1999 to 2001, Nathan Michael Sean Wanye. In 1999, Motown's parent company, Polygram, was bought by Universal Music Group. Amidst the major corporate restructure, Motown was merged with UMG's Universal Records, where Boyz II Men found themselves reassigned. Their only studio album for Universal was 2000's Nathan Michael Sean Wanye, was chiefly written and produced by the group itself in an attempt to update their sound and ward off critics who questioned the group's reliance on Babyface's hit-making songcraft. While the critics were more receptive to Nathan Michael Sean Wanye, they then had than they had been to the predecessor. The album only sold 500,000 copies in the US.
Oh.
1 million copies worldwide. So just much, much lower than before.
Very much declining in sales.
And although its two singles, Pass You By and Thank You in Advance, received media attention, neither became hits. Boyz II Men departed from Universal in 2001, ending their relationship with the company that brought them to international stardom in 1991. So it was like 10 years earlier. The label released a very successful greatest hits compilation, Legacy, the greatest hits collection, to close out their contract. Okay, so 2002 to 2003, we got Full Circle and The Color of Love. Lydia, did you have anything to add before that?
Well, okay, we had a hold on. We had a yeah, you mentioned that. Okay, so 2001 Legacy album, then 2002 was the last album with McCary, and then we're into 2004.
Now we're in 2002 right now.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I skipped ahead. My bad.
Okay, so signing a new deal with, I always get this wrong. Is it Arista Records? I always want to say Artesia, but it's Arista.
I think
Arista.
Yeah, Arista sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
For years, I've just been calling it Artesia, and I was like, nope, that's literally not what the letters say. So Arista Records in 2002, Boyz II Men began recording the Full Circle album and recruited Babyface for a new single, The Color of Love.
Aww.
In an attempt to recapture the massive success the group had enjoyed a decade earlier, the album received a significant promotional budget. Arista commissioned a high-budget music video shot in 4 different locales by 4 different directors. Supervising director Little X filmed scenes in which featuring Michael Carey in India. Hype Williams filmed Sean Stockman in Tokyo. Benny Boom filmed Nathan Morris in Ghana. And Chris Robinson filmed Wanye Morris in Puerto Rico. And finally, they were all filmed in New York. That sounds very expensive.
It does. It does sound a lot.
The resulting music video had a debut on BET, but failed to have a great effect. And Full Circle, like Michael Sean Wanye before it, sold slightly more than 500,000 copies in the US and 1 million copies worldwide. So it was the same numbers as the last album, but much lower than usual. Full Circle became Boyz II Men's final album as a quartet and their last effort to receive extensive promotion from a major record company. On January 30th, 2003, Michael McCary left Boyz II Men due to chronic back problems resulting from MS and personal problems. Arista terminated Boyz II Men's contract on April 30th, and the remaining 3 members took a temporary hiatus from the music industry.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot going on, yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're into 2004 to 2006, Throwback Volume 1 and The Remedy. So after a year out of the spotlight, Boyz II Men created the independent label MSM.
Yay, good for them.
Not to be confused with MSN.
Different guy.
Music group distributed through Koch Records and released Throwback Volume 1 in 2004. The album is a collection of covers of classic R&B and soul songs, such as the Dazz band's Let It Whip, Michael Jackson's Human Nature, and the single Bobby Cadell's What You Won't Do for Love. For this record, Nathan took on the bass lines as well as the baritone vocals that he sang when Boyz II Men was a quartet. Throwback Volume 1 reached number 59 on the Billboard 200. The group launched an independent tour of North America and Asia in support of Throwback series. The album sold over 200,000 copies with little to no promotion besides their independent tour. In 2005, Boyz II Men recorded a CD with Anderson Camo called Apocalypse, a project meant to benefit Haiti.
Aww.
In 2006, Boyz II Men's 7th studio album, The Remedy, was released exclusively in Japan, where they found a thriving fan base.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Japan's very good. Like, they have a good fan base there. Yeah.
They do.
In other regions, The Remedy was made available online through the group's website on February 14th, so Valentine's Day 2007.
Cute.
All right, so now we're skipping ahead to 2007 and 8. Hitsville, USA. In mid-2007, the group re-signed with Universal Records and released the LP Motown, A Journey Through Hitsville, USA, through the Decca Records label. The album is a cover album featuring songs from the Motown Records catalog, co-produced by Randy Jackson of American Idol fame.
Wow.
It's a no from me, dog.
Lydia uses that all the time.
I love
Lydia's
that.
favorite quote.
That's like the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great one, so don't blame you.
The Motown album includes covers of songs by The Temptations, Just My Imagination,
Just my imagination.
Marvin Gaye's Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing,
Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby.
Mercy, Mercy Me, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, The Tracks of My Tears, and even Boyz II Men themselves, an a cappella version of End of the Road. Commercially, Motown found some success. It peaked at number 6 on the US R&B charts and was certified gold in the UK. The album was also a critical success. For the 51st Annual Grammy Awards in 2009, Boyz II Men received 2 nominations for the album Motown, A Journey Through Hitsville, USA. So Best R&B Album and Best R&B Performance by Duo or Group for Ribbon in the Sky. In 2008, Boyz II Men's 3 members appeared on Celebrity Don't Forget the Lyrics and created a sensation with their performance.
Aww.
That was a short-lived show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But
it's a fun one.
On that. I would have like won.
Oh, I would have failed miserably on that.
Wasn't the Backstreet Boys on an episode as well?
Oh, I'm pretty sure Howie, and I feel like Joey Fatone was. Did he?
I feel like the whole group was on there, no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, so they were on Don't Forget. So they would like play part of the song, and then they would like leave blanks, and then you had to like sing.
Yeah. So Backstreet Boys was on an episode of that. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yes. They created a sensation with their performance. They earned $500,000 for their 2 nominated charities, and the appearance also generated interest in their next release.
Yeah.
So, 2009, Love. In 2009, Boyz II Men announced plans for a new cover album that covers artists I don't think people would expect us to cover, according to Sean Stockman.
BTS! No, okay. I don't think
BTS is not around.
I don't think they were around, yeah.
No.
Entitled Love, the album was released November 23rd, 2009. The album contains remakes of love songs from outside of the R&B genre. And they don't give any examples.
Okay.
Aww.
Let me see if I can. Un momento, por favor. I Can't Make You Love Me, Amazed by Lone Star.
If baby, you want me I'm amazed by you.
Chicago's If You Leave Me Now. I don't know that song. Cyndi Lauper's Time After Time. Goo Goo Dolls' Iris.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good song.
Beatles. Journey, Open Arms.
Yeah.
Nat King Cole, When I Fall in Love, and it features Michael Bublé.
Ooh.
They covered Take That, Back for Good.
Want You Back for Good.
Good.
Love that song. And then
it is a good song.
Could It Be I'm Falling in Love? Actually, that sounds like a pretty good album.
That sounds amazing.
Maybe we should check. Maybe that we'll keep that in the hopper for a future album review because that sounds pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that was from 2009. 2011 to 2012, Love Cruise and 20. What?
Cruise?
Oh, perhaps. Boyz II Men headlined a Love Cruise. I feel like that could be taken many ways.
Yes. Yes.
Misinterpreted, but okay.
Yeah, fair.
In honor of their 20th anniversary and in observance of Valentine's Day. Okay.
That's
so the cruise took place February 11th to 14th, 2011. Well, that's the same year that Backstreet Boys did their first cruise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Cruise line
or 2010, right?
You know what? 2010.
2010, yeah.
Yes. They traveled from Miami, Florida to Nassau, Bahamas. The cruise passengers received a Boyz II Men welcome cocktail party. Okay, so this must have been through Rose Tours for sure.
Yeah, I feel like Rose Tours is like the main one.
It doesn't specifically say, but whatever. So the passengers received a welcome cocktail party, a concert performance by Boyz II Men, an additional fan appreciation concert by Boyz II Men, a photo session with Boyz II Men in small groups, a formal prom night. a poker tournament, a deck party with Boyz II Men.
Strip poker?
I don't know.
Okay, probably not.
And a guest DJ.
Aren't they most of them married?
Probably.
I don't think they're doing
I
guest
little
DJ.
chest doesn't hurt.
Singles mixer. So there was a singles mixer, a gift bag.
Wait. I wonder is there like a good like 50-50 ratio of
I was thinking, I feel like Boyz II Men would probably have a few more male fans.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
Then, so.
The Backstreet
But,
maybe?
who knows?
Yeah, it's interesting. Okay.
A gift
It is
bag.
interesting.
And onboard drawings for other Boyz II Men events. Couples were able to renew their wedding vows in a special ceremony with Boyz II Men.
Oh, that's so sweet.
How cute! So do you think it was like out on the Lido deck and then they like friggin' serenaded? That would be really. That's sweet. That's
That's like a romantic thing, no? That's romantic.
Yeah,
lovely.
So.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
I miss cruises and I miss boy band.
I miss both, yes.
One of these days they will be back and I will be right there.
One of these days the pandemic will be over and we can get on with our lives.
That'd be nice.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, so 20, named in recognition of Boyz II Men's 20 years in the music business, is a double CD album with 13 original songs and 8 re-recorded Boyz II Men classics. It was released October 25th, 2011. 20 is the group's 4th release through MSM Music Group. It was released in Japan 13 days before its official US release with the help of Avex Group, the biggest Japanese independent record label.
Aww.
Originally, Boyz II Men announced a reunion with original member Michael McCary for the 20th album. On September 6, 2009, at a concert at Virginia Beach, Virginia, Stockman announced the upcoming 20th anniversary album would include all 4 members, sparking a tremendous applause.
Aww.
But soon after that announcement, McCary declined and did not join the project.
Wow.
Probably should check that out ahead of time.
Holy
Okay. You were like, yes, that's so nice. And then, nope, plummeted.
Wow.
As a trio, Boyz II Men performed with special guests on VH1's highly rated VH1 Divas Celebrate Soul concert. Boyz II Men contributed a cover of a Japanese rock band L'Arc-en-Ciel's song Snowdrop for their 20th.
I know L'Arc-en-Ciel.
Do you know the song Snowdrop?
How does it go?
That's a
no, I
band.
don't. No, sorry. L'Arc-en-Ciel. It means rainbow
in the sky.
In French.
Rainbow?
Yes.
That's nice. Rainbow in the sky. That's
Yeah.
nice.
No,
They sang like the Death Note song.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
from
like from anime. Sorry.
oh, that's cool. So
Cool.
Yeah,
So they did a cover of that song for their 2012 tribute album.
Wow, neat. Okay.
All
That's cool.
So
Wait.
2013
No,
to
I'm sorry.
present.
Hold on. I'm trying to. Oh, hold on. L'Arc-en-Ciel.
Because I believe Ciel is sky, and then Lark is arch, so that means rainbow, right? So I guess.
L'Arc-en-Ciel. Okay, now I'm starting to like. Yeah, hold on. Let me just see. I thought it was Death Note. No.
It doesn't mention it here, but I'm just gonna. There's a little picture here that says Boyz II Men received their star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in January of 2012. So they got. So they have a star as well. So while Lydia's googling her stuff, we're moving to. Yes, it's getting later, so we're near the end, guys.
Okay, never mind. It says Full Metal Alchemist. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I'm my bad. It was not Death Note. My bad. Sorry about that.
Okay. All right, 2013 to present. The Package Tour, Collide, and Geico commercials. On January 22nd, 2013, the group appeared on The View, along with New Kids on the Block and 90.
We went to that show.
Was it
Did
this
you?
one or was it the other one?
It was this show because I
went to
got
the
a
show.
free ticket from a parent at work.
Yeah.
And I brought Lydia because nobody else like New Kids on the Block at that time.
I think I had tickets from work. I think I might have had my own. Was this the one? This
No,
might have
so
been the one
you
where I
and
bought my
Liv-
own ticket.
So you and Olivia were down on the floor.
Okay.
And then I got 2 tickets from a parent at work, and I didn't know anyone else to bring because nobody else that I knew like New Kids on the Block. So I said, I'll bring Lydia.
Wasn't that NKOTB-SB?
It's no, it was just New Kids on the Block and 98 Degrees and Boyz II Men.
We were up in the 100 section, and we were like having a great time,
And
Lydia.
it was like very last minute, right?
I remember.
Yes, it was very last minute,
Okay,
yes.
I'm sorry. Yes, I do remember. Okay.
Because I was like, oh my God. Because at first the parent was going to give me tickets to Backstreet Boys, but they couldn't get the negotiations to get Backstreet Boys, so they got New Kids on the Block. And I said, okay,
just as good.
I'll take it, whatever. Yeah.
Sweet. Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. I'm not going to say no.
Exactly. So the tour took place in the summer of 2013. As of February 20th, 2013, Boyz II Men announced that beginning March 1st, 2013, they would stop touring and begin performing shows at the Mirage Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas.
Ooh.
On January 13th, 2014, they appeared on an episode of How I Met Your Mother titled Slapsgiving 3, Slap's Appointment in Slapmara, performing an a cappella version of the show song You Just Got Slapped.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, there was like a little slaps thing. Okay, so there was like a thing where you could get one slap.
Or like
10 slaps, whatever. And
whenever,
then,
and I can't tell you when they're coming. And then
that was more like yes.
Yeah.
Their 11th album, titled Collide, was released October 21st, 2014. In 2016, the trio appeared in Grease Live as the Teen Angels, and they sang Beauty School Dropout.
Oh, I love that song.
Beauty School
Dropout.
Go back to high school.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
Wanye placed 4th in the 22nd season of ABC's reality competition series, Dancing with the Stars. They also did music for an animated adaptation of The Snowy Day. I don't know what that is.
Wow.
In 2017, the group began starring in television commercials for Geico Auto Insurance.
Nice. Good for them.
You gotta get it, the money bags when you
Get
can,
that
right?
bag,
Go for
girl.
it. That's right. Mm-hmm. June 24th, 2017, a section of Broad Street in Philadelphia from Christian to Carpenter Streets was renamed Boyz II Men Boulevard by City Council.
Good.
Philadelphia High School for the Creative and Performing Arts, where they were once students, is on that section of the road. August 2017, it was announced they were releasing a new album titled Under the Streetlight in the fall. It was released October 20th, 2017. On January 4th, 2018, the group was featured on a new track by Charlie Puth titled If You Leave Me Now, created for Charlie Puth's album Voice Notes. So there you go. It's good.
Charlie Puth is
good to collab for sure.
So they're moving on up and they're getting collaboration. So that's good, right?
Charlie Puth is the guy who sang the James Bond Writings on the Wall.
And I think he wrote a song also for Backstreet Boys. I know I keep saying Backstreet Boys, but that's how I'm correlating it together.
He's an American singer-songwriter, record
Isn't he
producer.
British? I thought he was British.
Well, according to Wikipedia, he's American.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, he had some other songs.
Maybe there's another guy that has the same name. I don't know.
I'm thinking James Bond is British, so I figured.
Oh, okay,
he was
gotcha.
also British, but that's
No.
Okay.
Apparently, this guy became famous on YouTube and on Ellen.
Oh, good for him.
So there you go.
Good job, Charlie.
"See You Again" was the song that he was major.
That was
How does that
Fast
go
and
again?
Furious.
Yes.
tell
And
you
you
all
know
about
about it when I see you again. Yes, that car scene. Yes, that car scene. Okay, yes, I understand now.
So they collabed with him.
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
That's a
that's
very sad song, yes.
That's the movie where Vin Diesel and Paul Walker.
Brian,
dies.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
and
yes.
And then the cars at the end, they split it.
That is a very sad scene.
There's lots of
Yes.
tears in that theater. But
Yes,
anyways, continue to
sure.
Sorry.
Some people say that's where they should have ended that series.
Agreed, but
But they're very good. They're very fun movies. I don't know. Continue.
Oh, one last heist, Sophia. We need one last heist. Good family.
Well, there's a 10th one coming out, so.
Okay.
It's never ending, that series. Oh my God.
This is the last movie.
I'd only
It's
ever seen the first one, and I was like,
10A and 10B. This is what, yeah.
I don't.
That's what Vin Diesel says after.
Sure it is. Yes.
Vin Diesel, would you like another $1 million? Oh.
I'm sure it's more like $25 million.
Yeah,
Definitely gets more than $1 million. Okay, September 6, 2018, the group performed at the NFL 2018-2019 season kickoff at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. On October 2nd, 2018, the group performed Ladies Man on Dancing with the Stars. DeMarcus Ware and Lindsay Arnold danced a quick step to the song. The group is featured on a re-imaged version of Take That song Love Ain't Here Anymore from their #1 selling album Odyssey. Howard Donald revealed during an interview with Magic Radio that he fulfilled a dream when they recorded the song. So he was very excited for Boyz II Men to record the song. On December 15, 2018, the group staged a concert at the Smart Arnetta Coliseum with Filipino girl group Divas.
Cool.
Composed of Kyla. There's a bunch of names that I do not want to butcher. And it was titled Boyz II Men with Divas. On September 18, 2019, it was reported the group would play themselves on the ABC comedy series Schooled. On September 30th, 2019, Boyz II Men announced their Asia tour, which was stated to take off after returning after the U.S. Tour and residency in Vegas, and they were supposed to visit a whole bunch of places. So I don't know if that happened. There's
probably not because the pandemic happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
/cry.
But then it just kind of stops the updates there. So obviously, in the last couple of years, they did part of the after party with I believe it was Wanye and Sean.
Oh,
Did it with Nick Carter. I can't remember, Joy Fatone, maybe.
I believe it was Joey as well.
DJ. So they've been doing a lot of stuff, and then obviously they appeared on the boy band holiday special, so they were on that.
Boy band holiday.
So yeah, so there you go.
Boy band holiday. It's such a good saying.
Yeah, it's good.
When you sing it like that.
I know.
See?
Indeed. So good. So it's style and influence. Boyz II Men is among the biggest names in a cappella and R&B with what is called crossover appeal. Boyz II Men found themselves at the vanguard of the 90s movement to take R&B back into the mainstream, where it had been back in the 70s. Their use of hip-hop beats in combination with R&B is not unique, but it was Boyz II Men's enormous success with mainstream audiences in putting harmony over hip-hop tracks that helped usher in a total dominance of the R&B genre on the pop charts in the 2000s and 2010s. On January 5th, 2012, Boyz II Men were awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. They were featured on the first episode of the 2021 Netflix series This Is Pop, called The Boyz II Men Effect, about their impact on the boy band scene in the 90s.
Yep.
There you go. We should put that down as something we should also look into.
Yes.
What's it called? The boy band what?
So it's called This Is Pop.
Okay.
It's on Netflix, and it's called Boyz II Men Effect.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
Okay.
That could be the next episode.
Yeah.
So there you go. Then it kind of you can look up all the discography. We kind of went through all of this stuff. And a bunch of videos and other things, and did well on the charts and sold millions of albums. Is there
wonderful.
anything? Apparently they also have a bunch of filmography as well.
Ooh,
They
dish.
were Going Home, 1995, a Disney Channel concert special film during Boyz II Men All the World Tour, live from the Alum Dome in San Antonio, Texas. The group also makes a guest appearance in the 4th season episode, "'Twas the Night Before Christening" of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which is what Sophia had mentioned earlier.
That's right.
They sang at Nikki's christening, and that was in 1993. Living in Paradise. In 2000, they appeared as themselves on the hit show Moesha.
Oh,
I know that one, yes.
Long Shot. They appeared as themselves performing at a charity event.
Did we see Long Shot?
I don't know if it's the Lou Pearlman.
Or the other movie, right?
Oh, it's the other movie.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was the Lou Pearlman one. I'm like,
It's not the Lou Pearlman one.
I'm like, we don't remember.
This is the 2019 movie that has Seth Rogen in it. So apparently they were performing at this one.
Okay. I see.
They were in This Is Pop, which we just mentioned, the Boyz II Men Effect. They were on Celebrity Wheel of Fortune in 2001.
Ooh.
Wanye and Sean played to win money for charities of their choice. A Very Boy Band Christmas. Wanye and Sean joined members of NSYNC, 98 Degrees, and other boy bands to celebrate the holidays.
That was nice. I like that.
In O-Town. And then live in front of a studio audience, also from 2021, the group performed the theme song of Different Strokes as the intro to the special reenactment of Willis's Privacy. So yeah. They've won a bunch of awards over the years. They've been nominated for a bunch of awards during the years. So yeah. And they've obviously inspired a lot of boy bands. So
Yeah. So we are grateful to their contributions to music.
That's right. Thank you to Boyz II Men.
Thank you.
Boyz II Men, yes. I hope you guys learned some stuff. I definitely learned a lot of stuff because I knew nothing about their history.
Yeah.
So
and that went way deeper than the Watch Mojo. So
was there anything that was missing from that, or pretty much covered everything? Yeah. So thank you to the lovely people at Wikipedia who put things together and fact check.
Yes, it definitely helps our episodes.
Yay.
Yes, there you go. Okay, so are we? Anything else anybody needs to add?
No, I think we did a good job.
We're
an hour and 14
we're a little bit over
minutes.
time.
Yeah, we did it.
Overtime.
Okay, so thanks for taking a break with us,
Guys,
guys.
until next time.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.